Hello again. Fallout descends in the wake of Copeland's by-election, proving, amongst other things, in this irrational murk of electoral politics, that voters prefer radiation to maternity units. The Corbynistas, meanwhile, celebrate retention of Stoke Central. This, despite the inconvenient fact that the combined Tory UKIP vote was 10% higher than that of Labour. Unfortunately, the non-participation by almost two-thirds of the electorate in Stoke Central has not expressed into even a smidgen of direct action or extra parliamentary politics by the disenfranchised. All part of the general malaise here in the UK. As this eternal rightward drift continues, we could see, as in the 1980s, an increased conservative working class vote, certainly if UKIP and the Tories bang the divisive immigration drum as a political toxic atmosphere swirls, fueled by the Brexit chaos. Ironies stack up, the Tories becoming a party of choice for a significant minority of the working class voters, even in Labour's northern heartlands. Impossible? Not when the entire drift of politics in this miserable country is forever rightward. Even before the 2015 election, some Tory grandees were bragging about being the party of the working people. Meanwhile, Corbyn is under increasing pressure, but Labour, unelectable, whoever is their leader, are stuck with him. He's planning to develop new politics so that Labour can stem the Tory tide. Echoes of King Canute. Election 2020, with the boundary changes, that's already 30 plus less Labour seats. So, forward to victory in the year 2025 maybe? More illusions mount up as the overpaid pundits are saying we have no official opposition worth talking about, as Labour flounders helplessly. Some are seriously contending that the real opposition could turn out to be the unelected feudal institution, the House of Lords. In another irony, the only rhetorical threats to the House of Lords have been uttered by some Tories who wish to rubber stamp the Brexit process and see the Lords placing obstacles in this path. The Liberal left have already been outraged that Her Majesty the Queen will have to endure whining and dining Trump. So is it a stretch of the imagination to suggest they could rally around the Lords, in particular if the vermin in ermine attempt to block conservative legislation? Nothing surprises anymore. The House of Lords, the monarchy, should have been swept away as part of the middle-class bourgeois revolution in the Victorian age, but it never happened, and still hasn't, and doesn't seem to be happening, or there seem to be any desire to make it happen. In the eyes of the Liberal left, and even the harder left, it's all irrelevant, the House of Lords and the monarchy, and to demand an end to these institutions, starting at the very hereditary top, the monarchy, its abolition, expropriation of all their palaces, castles, extensive landholdings and property portfolios. No part of the political class will ever even hint at such a course. Their politics lay elsewhere. Certainly not with the almost 20 million here in the UK who, according to official figures, have less than a couple of £100 in the bank. Corbynistas, Liberals and the left have nothing to say to these disenfranchised, alienated working class people, which may be just one partial explanation for the prevailing disengagement. Deep down, we all know the UK system is unsustainable, crumbling, yet somehow it clings on. It will take a revolution to shift it, to get rid of the monarchy and the House of Lords, and that's just for starters. Nothing else will achieve this. All us anarchists and malcontents can do in these frustrating, infuriating times is to wage guerrilla class war against the right, left and centre of the establishment. When it finally implodes, it'll be sudden and unexpected. We've got to be ready for it. To paraphrase, things can only get worse, much worse, before we rise up and make them better. Bye.